That's what they were talking about. That's what DC was talking about. Don't let the fact that this is CGI get you a little bit too worried. You hear me? You understand what I'm trying to say? I'm just gonna zip it up. I'm just gonna zip it up because I'm not sure if I can say.
Hey baby, what's wrong? Why are you so mad? You lied to us, bruh. What you mean I lied? Why would I lie, Pry? Did EA pay you to be their mascot? But Pry, I love this game. Did EA pay you to be their mascot? Where's this coming from, man? I thought we were friends. Well, you paid, man. The game is so good, Pry. You get what I'm trying to say? Do you understand? The truth will set you free, man. Hey, I made you. Alrighty, we are back with another controversial video full of irony, since it was only last week that I broke down why and how UFC influencer Marshall Mind likes to spin narratives to shift the perspective of him being a shill and a sellout, painting himself as the empathetic good guy, whilst painting his detractors as the bad guys.
Move this man!
And for those who think I've been over-exaggerating, I have a shocker for you. Marshall Mind has been shilling for over 9 years. You see, before the release of EA UFC 1, Marshall reached out to EA on Facebook stating he was disappointed with the lack of information about the game, but most notably he makes the following statement. I quote, "I swear on my grandmother's grave, if we get anything but absolute greatness from this game, I am never buying an EA game again." He follows up in his comment section stating, "I just have to believe this game will be amazing. My channel depends on it." Lo and behold, when EA Sports UFC released CGI footage, everyone was disappointed. So Marshall Mind released a video stating why you should buy EA Sports UFC.
But there is also one other reason why I'm buying this game, and it's simply to support the franchise and keep it going. This is extremely important. It's more important than a lot of people realize. And I don't care what anyone says. If Fight Night Champions sold well, they'll be making plans for a new game right now. And to be honest, I am afraid that EA Sports UFC won't really do well. The game will be on next generation consoles, and a lot of people can't afford these consoles. To make matters worse, now you have guys, self-proclaimed MMA fans, saying that they won't buy the game, or they'll wait till a price drop before they get it. And when I see comments like these, I just shake my head in disappointment. Why would you skip the game?
Someone in his comment section who represents me back then uses rationale and urges people to simply wait a few days to see if the game is worth it. And Marshall Mind flips out. "I love how you say I shouldn't try to convince people to buy the game, and yet here you are trying to convince people not to buy it." The guy didn't say anything of the sort, and he is left confused by Shill Boy's manipulative nature, and all of this will provide context regarding how he deals with Pryoxis. Marshall Mind has been shilling for EA UFC since before it was even released, and when someone disagrees with him, he spins the narrative that they're the bad guy, and Marshall is at it again. The man who was paid by EA to be the mascot on their channel and help promote pre-purchase sales, he's all in his feelings because his friend Pryoxis has created a video entitled "Marshall, You Lied to Us." Now, when I saw this title, I was curious to know what Marshall lied about, because as far as I'm aware, he doesn't tell straight up lies. The problem is that he is misleading and deceitful. If there is a truth that he is aware of that does not benefit him, he simply won't expose it. And if you were to ask Marshall the following questions, he won't answer them. Did EA pay you to be the mascot for a pre-purchase sales promotion? Did you receive the game for free? You state that you no longer have passion for UFC 4, yet you're ecstatic over UFC 5. What changed? Why during your time as an EA partner did you release 2 videos out of nowhere stating that Undisputed is boring? And why do you not share the same empathy for their dev team as you do for EA's? And last of all, do you still believe that UFC 5 is a true sequel worth $70? However he chooses to answer these questions, he will come across as a manipulative, deceitful liar, which is why Shillboy was over the moon when Pryoxis created a video stating that Marshall Mind is a liar. Sadly for Pry, that gives Marshall Mind scope to claim that technically no lies were told. So Marshall used this opportunity to finally release a video response, not mentioning any of the aforementioned questions, but instead placing the spotlight on Pry and educating us all on the art of manipulation.
EA Sports It's damn near a scam.
Do you ever consider what you're saying before you say it? It's a scam. EA Sports UFC 5 is a scam. And as we know, you know, homeboy, whatever, Uncooked, I don't know why I'm forgetting that man's name. As he has already said, and you apparently agree with him, when you play the game, you are indirectly promoting it. When I did the deep dive, I was indirectly promoting the game. When I upload my videos, I am indirectly promoting the game. There's no argument there. That's reasonable, of course. So what you're saying is that, Pry, you are promoting a scam. If this was truly a scam and you had integrity, you know what you would do? You would stop playing UFC 5. You're the one that said it's a scam, not me. You should not want to have anything to do with a scam. As a man of honor, as a man who has integrity, you shouldn't have a scam on your channel. Of course not. You most definitely should not be making money off of a scam. The ethical implications of that? What does that say about your character as a man, that you're making money off of something that you yourself say is a scam, and then you're on Twitter bragging about making $4,000 in a week? You did that. What you should do, based on how much you hate this game, and EA is everybody, what you should do is you should distance yourself completely from their product. Play another game. Play Undisputed. Don't play UFC 5. From now on, every single time you boot up UFC 5, you are promoting a scam to your viewers. That's what you're doing. Your words, not mine. Your words. Your own words. Congratulations. You're brilliant, dumbass.
Pryoxis falls in your category. He relies on the game to make a living, and therefore you have to be realistic with your expectations. His audience is tailored specifically to a UFC fanbase. If he stops playing the game, he will not be able to provide for his family, and since you know him, then you're aware of this. You, on the other hand, are the one bragging about making 6 figures a year. You do not shill for survival, you shill for greed, releasing 15 videos, each 1 hour in length, which in total garnered over 2 million views, pretending to be ecstatic over the UFC 5 campaign, which is identical to UFC 4. Why were you ecstatic? Some would say because you were robbing the bank. Pryoxis, on the other hand, plays the game competitively in the trenches, where he gets to experience the exploits firsthand and remains transparent to the audience that essentially EA are scamming them. Having influencers who play the game but provide transparency and honesty is the perfect balance to the influencers who are being molded by EA Sports, a company renowned for not caring about their audience, shilling the game for their own perks and benefits. And this is where we take a dark turn. When one of Marshall's fans suggests that Marshall played a role in building Pryoxis' career, Marshall states the following: "My biggest f***ing regret." Someone else suggests they need to resolve the situation in a fight, to where Marshall responds he would get mauled. Pryoxis, however, refuses to take the bait, stating, "You told people that the game was so different and persuaded how many people to buy the game, only to realize it's not what you promoted. It's in a worse state than the previous game." Now, with Marshall's back against the wall, I can take some of his irrational comments with a grain of salt. However, the situation was not helped when fellow EA partner Anthony Romero could not take a back seat and let 2 grown men attempt to have a rational debate. I kid you not, with over 25 tweets and reposts supporting Marshall Mind at all costs. He is the definition of a company man, pushing the narrative that Pryoxis is the sellout, stating that Pryoxis created the divide and wasted an opportunity to work with the devil. You will have zero luck finding a tweet where this man critiques Marshall Mind. For whatever reason, he tries to push the narrative that Pryoxis is not self-made and a creation of Marshall Mind, going as far as taking screenshots of Pryoxis videos where he uses Marshall Mind in the title. Even if you had a point, Romero, no one cares. Both yourself and Marshall are displaying the actions of bullies, and since you're keen to get yourself involved, let's look at data. In the EA UFC space, Pryoxis is self-established, and it really isn't debatable when you look at his views long before Marshall recommended him. If this narrative which you attempt to push is true, then why doesn't your channel have anywhere near the same success after 5 years of being pushed by Marshall Mind? You are literally forced down the throats of Marshall's audience each year. He provides links to your channel, invites you on for multiple interviews. You gain all the perks that come with being an EA partner. You cannot stop mentioning Marshall in your tweets. Jesus, the lack of self-awareness and humility in this modern era of idiocracy continues to blow my mind, but that's for another video. Thank you to everyone who's liked the video and subscribed to the channel, and let me know in the comments what you think. Maybe I'm defending the wrong person. If so, let me know. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you guys next week.
You hear me?